how you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. How is everyone doing? I'm just in the kitchen because it's actually much later on in the day. I'm starting this at 7:20 in the evening. I've not had any food yet, so I'm just going to make myself some food. I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick the vlog up and we're going to start now. Normally I was planning on starting tomorrow, but I was like, actually I've got loads to do, and I've just been to B&Q to pick up some colour samples for the office, which makes me so happy. And I've meant to pick the camera up. I nipped to TK Maxx and I nipped to B&Q and I just completely forgot. I forgot to take it with me, so but I'll show you the colour samples that I've got. So in the office I'm going for like a muddy green. I want like something really deep, like a brown almost green, so something like that. So we'll see. And I picked 2 samples out, so I'll show you those, and then tomorrow morning we'll get those on the wall and hopefully those colours will be perfect. And then I also got some fabric samples for more curtains. I know I showed you some of the fabric samples we had before, so I can show you those, and it'll be good to see all of the fabric samples beside the paint, just to see if I like the paint or not. So that's actually really good. I'm just going to sit and do some bits while I'm prepping. I'm just going to have a toasty. I just really fancy a toasty tonight, so that's what I'm going to be start prepping. But yeah, I'm so excited to be getting some movement on the office, and yeah, I hope you like it. And let me know if I'm talking about it too much, or if you think actually you need me to break the videos up, because I'm mindful that's a huge part of what I will be doing, because obviously I'm going to be focused on that over the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to share that with you, and sorry, I was just washing my hands. So I want to share that with you and just start to take you on the journey with it, because honestly there's so many exciting things that I've got planned for the rest of this year. Is going to be incredible, and I can't wait to take you besties on the journey. And I've also been receiving some messages from you over the past couple of weeks, particularly just sort of like checking in, people saying that they're loving my content and they just love being part of our little homebody bestie community. So I just want to thank you all so much, because it genuinely means the world to me, just me over here sharing my little life, and some of you guys seem to love it, so I really appreciate that. It does. Every single like, every single comment, nothing goes unappreciated, so I hope you know that. But yeah, in this video, like I say, we're just going to spend a couple of days. I've just finished editing just before I nip to B&Q. I've edited tomorrow's video, so it's actually Saturday night when I'm filming this, and it's like 7:20 and I'm sat making a cheese and ham toast, and I've just been to B&Q to get colour samples for my for my home office. Most people are like getting ready to go out and have an amazing social life, and here's me just like, I'm just doing this. But as you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm such a homebody, and like I say, I got to see one of my friends before we went out, and she comes to B&Q and picked the samples. And the thing that we're working on, because I'm working with her on something as well, which is actually really exciting. She does a lot of behind the scenes stuff with me here, so we were getting dead excited just about little things that we've been doing. So I promise you, in the very near future, I will start to share a little bit more with you, but I think you'll love it, or I hope you'll love it. But yeah, so that's going on, and all I've done today, really, I've not filmed anything today because I've just been up in the office and clearing more space, so getting it more and more complete. I've got the coving this week's going to be a busy week for interiors, to be fair. I've got the coving going up. I'm just going to turn this on. I've got the coving going up on Thursday. I've got my new sofa covers coming Thursday. Oh sorry, the coving's going up on Friday. The new sofa covers are coming on Thursday. I also have the company that I bought the fire from. So they're coming out to have a little look at some of the limestone for me, just because they're just going to give it a bit of a freshen up. So that's really good. I love the fact that that'll be nice and clean. And so yeah, loads of bits and bobs going on with the house. I've also had delivered some stuffing for the sofa, you know, to plump up the cushions and stuff. So I'm going to put that all in just to get it all nice, ready for the new covers to be delivered. So it should hopefully feel brand new and like a really nice sofa, because I mean, I love my sofa. It's the old Far Love one. I say old, well it is old. I've had it for about 5 years, maybe a bit longer. So in terms of some sofas, particularly for me anyway, that's old. And I make my toasties on the in a pan, so, and I literally just put it on, and I don't know, I've been craving them, so I've been having those and absolutely loving it. But I'm not going to talk to you too much because I don't want to bore you, and but yeah, we're going to spend a couple of days together. I can't wait to get the samples up. Yeah, I'll take you in the living room in a bit once I've had my food, and I'll show you the samples that I've got. I'll just show you them in the pot. Obviously I won't put them on the walls just now, and I'll show you some of the fabrics, and then tomorrow when we get up we'll put them on the wall. I've just been sat watching Vampire Diaries, living my best life, and I mean, I've seen it, all of it before twice. This is the third time that I'm watching it. I think third, maybe fourth, and I am back on season 4, so we love that. And I've got some fabric samples to show you, and I also wanted to show you the actual colours of what they look like in the paint. And look how pretty this tray is. I've had this for quite a while, and I found it in the office room that I've just been clearing out, and I was like, oh, I might put that on the coffee table, or I may use it for on the sideboard that I'm going to be putting in the office. So I just thought it was dead nice, since I was like, and that's, you forget what you've had, because a lot of that stuff's been in there for over 2 years. So, right, colours. Bear in mind, before I show you the fabric samples, I hadn't picked the colour of the office by this point, so I had just ordered some to get a feel for what it was that I wanted. So now that we know what colour the walls are going to be, we can then start to pair it off with, or we know a rough idea of the colours. So this first colour here is by Valspar, and it's called, do you know what? It's a Patagonian Pecan, mouthful, and you can see, I think it's coming across on camera a little bit lighter than it is in real life. It's actually quite a deep muddy brown. Yeah, I think it's coming across quite light on camera. So I'm actually really, really excited about this. I picked up and I was like, oh, is it a bit too dark? That's probably more of a better reflection of what it looks like in real life. Can you see it's not like green, but it's got that muddy undertone to it. So it's going to be quite dark, but I'm actually really excited about that. And I've actually got some light, and I'll show you some of the picture lights that I've got upstairs as well. So yes, that's one of these. And then there was this colour by, it's by Farrow & Ball, but I don't know if they do it in the UK or not, because I couldn't find it, and the number of it was like a weird number, because most Farrow & Ball are like just normal numbers. This one was like C45 or something, but it's called Cardamom, so C-A-D-A-M-O-M, and when I seen the colour online, that's like similar to that muddy green. Just looked so good, and I was like, oh my god, probably safer to show you the lid as opposed to the pot of paint. But that's the Valspar one, and obviously it looks much lighter there because it's wet. I've already got paint. How have I already got paint on me? How have I already got paint on me? But yeah, this is the colour of that one. It will be much darker than this. I wonder if it looks a bit darker when you pull it away, but obviously it's wet. I'm actually really excited about that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, there's paint all over that. And then this is the Farrow & Ball one, but they didn't even have the Farrow & Ball one on the stands. They didn't have it in the book. I only found it online. So when I went in, I had said to the lady, I had said, can she do a colour match? I've got that paint all in my nails and everything. So and she found it. So I was made up. Yes, let me have a little look at what this one looks like. This one was quite dark. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, that is really, really pretty. I think out of the samples, as and when they're wet, this is my favourite one. But if this one comes out like that, then that could be great, because obviously this is, oh my god, that is so nice. Oh, I am in love. And I've also been doing a mood board on it. I'm going to show you that right now on what I want the office to be like. Let me show you the fabric samples, and then I'll show you the mood board, because I'm actually really, really excited about that. So when I show you this, like I say, I hadn't picked the colours, and I was thinking some deep colours. This was just a big no-no. Like, it looked completely different on the website. I love the velvet, I'm not going to lie. I love the, I don't know, it feels luxury, but yeah, that colour is not for that space. Then I seen this colour. I think it's probably a little bit too cool for me, but again, I'm loving the velvet, so maybe a velvet could be in for the win. And then again, when I was looking online, I was looking at some rich colours, but won't go with the new colour that I've picked. This one looks a little bit too cold, so I'm not into that. Maybe I go for similar to what I've got in here, so maybe like a biscuit colour, and just keep the curtains quite simple if I'm going dark, because I don't know if I want to do dark curtains with dark walls. I'm not too sure yet, because obviously all the walls will be done. My bookcases are going to be in this colour, so whatever colour I choose here, all the bookcases and everything are going to be done. I've got my antique one, obviously I'm not going to paint that, that's going to stay as the antique bookcase, but on the back wall that's going to be built-ins, that's all going to be done. So yeah, and then also this one, I think that one's quite nice. That's similar to the ones in here. I think this is a little bit more browny than that, so that could actually, is this the one I've just shown you? Is that that one I just showed you? Yeah, they're quite similar, aren't they? I think I prefer that one. But maybe if I was to go for simple curtains. But I also got, this was probably before I had picked the colour, when I was thinking tartan, but yeah, that won't go with that. And this piece of fabric was probably the worst bit to have, because I've got I can't get a feel for the tartan. But I love all these colours. Not sure on the red, if I'm honest. And then this one was probably a little bit out there, but I don't know why I wasn't mad at it. And when I seen it online on the actual curtains, it looked beautiful. But it's just like, it's got a bit of texture to it with a bit of a design. And I'm thinking that could probably work, because obviously the walls are going to be plain. Everything's going to be quite plain. So I don't know if I would be mad at having a curtain with a bit of a pattern on it. What do we think? This one here has got a little bit of a sheen to it, and I don't know if I love that. Is it actually? Yeah, there's sometimes when you look at it in a certain light, it looks a little bit like shiny, but it's not. I don't think. I don't know if I love them together though. But anyway, once I get the paint on the walls and stuff, we can then have a little look and make a decision on the fabrics, because I don't know if any of the ones that I've got, I don't love any. And obviously when you're getting curtains done, it's a little bit of an investment, so I just want to make sure that I absolutely love them. And I don't know if I love any of those, but let me show you the mood board that I created. I love it. So the colour's a little bit off in the back, but it was just what I was playing with at the time. But I'll try, I'll pop the mood board on the screen actually, because then let me move over. So I'll pop the mood board here. So if we look at the bookcase, so that's going to be floor to ceiling shelves. This one's got a little bit of cupboards at the bottom. I'm just going to go for shelving, because I'm going to have it just all styled and I need it for lots of stuff that I've got going on. Then I've got my Jim Lawrence wall lights on the right hand side, and I've already got those, so they're going to be going on my antique bookcase. I've not put it on here, I just didn't have enough space with what I was working with, but I've got the antique bookcase in there as well. That's the other side of the room. And yeah, I'm going to put those Jim Lawrence wall lights on the side, so that almost gives it a little bit of lighting. If you know me, you know I am huge. When I design rooms, I have lamps, honestly, even in this space alone, I've got a lot. So I'm really intentional when I'm going into this room as well, and thinking I need to make sure that I've got space for, definitely, I've got the lights on the bookcase that I'm building in, then I'll have these ones on the antique bookcase, and then at the other side of it we've got the chandelier. So that's the same as the one that I've got in the guest room, and I absolutely love it. This doesn't have any shades on. I've put shades on the one in the guest room, and I think I would put shades in here, and maybe I could bring a bit of texture in. So I'm going to actually look at that when I've finished here and see if I can find some shades for it. This one is bigger as well, and I've got a gorgeous, oh, I didn't put the ceiling rose. I don't want to put the ceiling rose in the mood board because it's just a bright white, but let me show you on my phone the ceiling rose that I've gone for, because it is absolutely beautiful and it's quite big. It's detailed, but the only reason I've gone for a bit of a detailed one is because the coving's really simple, so I just wanted to make my ceiling pop a little bit, and obviously I will be painting it in the colour as well, so whatever colour I go for. But let me see if that'll focus. That's the one that I've gone for. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So then if we come back to the mood board, so oh my god, this rug that I've seen is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to go for that rug, because it was a pretty penny. Like, it was quite expensive. So I'm going to try and see if I can dig something out a little bit more cost effective. But I don't know. So I don't know what to do. Either because if I go for a cheaper floor and a more expensive rug, or do I go for a more expensive floor and a bit of a cheaper rug, or do I just hold out and then wait to find the perfect one, and if this is the perfect one then maybe that's what I need to go for. But yeah, that rug was phenomenal. Then I've got the brown leather chair, beautiful. And then there's this desk. The other thing that I'm thinking about is maybe using a dining table, so not like this but similar, maybe like a little bit more open at the bottom, because I'm going to be doing a lot of work and a lot of styling work, and I think it will give me more of a space to work on as opposed to just having quite a small desk. So I've not fully decided on that yet, but I'm going to sit this evening and I'm going to be having a little look. Oh my god, I just love it. Saturday night and I'm just like in this. I'm just so happy. So yeah, I'm thinking, I did see a desk before. Did I screenshot that? I screenshot everything. The amount of pictures on I think today alone, no joke, I probably screenshot 50, 60 pictures today alone. It's wild. Oh no, I've not screenshot it. Yeah, no, I've not. Right, okay, back to our mood board. So yeah, a desk I'm just playing around with and deciding what to do. Then on the bottom left hand corner, this is the sideboard with some lamps and some artwork. So the lamps are just incredible, and I think there's a similar range to the ones that I've got behind you. You can't see them, but the big thick ones, and I just love the look of them, and they're a bit of an investment as well, but I think they'll be worth it. Then I'm still debating on the sideboard yet, because I don't know whether to go for the sideboard that you can see there, or to actually get a closed off sideboard so that I can just throw stuff in it. So other one that I'm looking at is potentially this one. So if you can see, it's quite sleek. I like the idea of it being somewhat quite modern, because obviously I've got my antique sideboard. I like to mix old with new, so I'm not sure whether to go for the open one that you can see here or whether to go for this one. You'll have to let me know. The only reason I like the idea of this one is because obviously I can put a little bit more, like maybe the printer in there and things that are just not maybe aesthetically pleasing. The good thing about having the other one is it gives me more space to style and show you a lot of the styling and stuff, and I can constantly change that up. So I'm a little bit torn, so I would love to know your thoughts on those. And then yeah, the artwork. So I'm going to do it myself. I've just ordered an oil-based paint, and I've seen this video, and I'll do some short form content as well on it, but I think it will look incredible. And this woman, and I'll give her, I don't know her details at the minute, but I'll definitely give her a shout out when I do it, because she made it look so easy. And yeah, I'm going to try that. So that's a little bit of the mood board of what we're working with in that space. And because the office, I know that I've not took you on this video, but I know I showed you in my last video, it's quite a good space. So it's not a small space. It's actually got it's got a lot of potential. I will have a TV in there as well, because I know I've said it before, but I think an office should be practical, and especially because some days you can spend 12 hours in it. For me, it's going to be really important that it's a space that I want to spend a lot of time. Warm fabrics, cozy rug, lots of lighting. It's just creating that space. And then I'll have a TV, I'll have all my Sky connected, because I'll make sure that I like watching movies and just having all the good stuff on while I'm just working away. So, and I don't pay attention to it. I know I've said it before. I don't know if anybody else is like that, or maybe it's because I live alone. I just like to have that background noise. And sometimes I like to have on just like rom-coms, and so like the film Home, the one that had, what's his name, Jim from Big Bang Theory, who played Sheldon, and Rihanna in Home, it's with the little aliens. Just love it. I love it. I'll just have like stuff like that on in the background. But yeah, it's going to feel very whiskey, a whiskey room, a cigar room, a gentleman's club. That's the vibe that we're going for here. So you'll have to let me know your thoughts. P.S. I've been talking a lot already. I seen my friend before, and because I had been at home all day and I've been doing stuff, so I hadn't seen anyone. So I went and picked her up probably about 6 o'clock, 6:15, And I was talking loads at her. She's like, have you been on your own all day? Is that why you're talking this much? I was like, yeah. And I think it's because I'm in it, and I say to her, I'm in a real creative headspace at the minute when I'm designing, so I'm planning and I'm doing all, so I like to like talk it out. So I'm so sorry. You're going to have to forgive me because it's a very, very, very chatty vlog. But yeah, I'm not going to chat on anymore because you're going to... But let me know what your thoughts are on the mood board. Obviously things may change a little bit, but at the minute, this is what I'm heading for. And do these mood boards help? Because I know sometimes I just talk and I talk about like, this is what's in my brain, whereas now maybe I need to start doing more of this to show you, and it may make a little bit more sense. But I would love a little bit of feedback on your thoughts on how this has worked by me talking about it. Yeah. Cool. Right, I'm going to crack on and then we're going to get these paint samples on the wall in the morning. So it's the next morning and I couldn't help myself. It's barely 8 o'clock and I'm up and I'm putting them on. So I've literally got the smallest little brush, but I've got a bigger one for that other one. And the first one that I'm going to put on is the one from Valspar. I know both of them Valspar. This is the cardamom one. So this is the one that's a little bit more green. So let me see what this looks like. I probably shouldn't be going on to raw plaster with this. I've done it before, it's fine. And then I just paint over it with white when I'm doing the whitewashing. But my guy who's doing the coving said he doesn't want me to whitewash until the coving's done, because I think it sits better on raw plaster, supposedly. I don't know, I'm following the rules. Let's see what this one looks like. I've just seen there's a little bit of a crack in that one. Because it's not been whitewashed, basically, the paint will just draw right into the plaster, but it'll be fine, just for this little bit. I don't know how I'm feeling about this colour. I'm not gonna lie. But we need to trust the process and wait for it to dry and see what it looks like. Because I want this to feel like rich and just have a vibe in it. So actually, it's like, I feel like I've never seen a colour like this. It's almost like got a bit of mustard to it with brown and green. It's actually a really nice colour, and I've got a feeling it's going to dry even nicer. I like to do a decent sized sample just to get a bit of a feel for it. I should move this really. Right, okay. First one, I'm going to do some on this wall, and then I'll come back to you when I'm putting the other one on as well. But you can see, it's actually a really nice colour. When I was first putting it on, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. P.S. I'm probably going to look so tired. I've not long up, and I just ran and grabbed these. But yeah, it looks, I think that could be a vibe. How stunning does that look? Like, oh my god. I probably should have cleared this place a little bit better before I did this, but I get too impatient and get too excited. But look at that colour. When I first put it on, I was like, oh, I don't know. And I feel like I'm not even joking. It is perfect. So this one's probably going to have a lot to live up to, but this one is actually beautiful. Because you can see the tones in it where it's rich, it's a rich colour, but you can see the gorgeous subtle green. Oh my god, it's perfect. Let me see how this one looks, and then we'll let them dry out properly, and then we can make a decision. See, and I thought this one was going to be my favourite. I think it's that one. straight away. This one feels a bit more grey in this room. But let's see once it dries in, because I didn't like the other one when I started putting it on. I was a bit worried. Let's see what it looks like. Both of them are beautiful. Both of them are really nice. I don't know if this one's coming across a little bit more grey than green, and this one's probably coming across a little bit more green, but I'll put another coat on this one. That'll dry out really quick because it's on plaster. I've already done 2 on this one because by the time I'd gone round. But my natural feeling so far is this one, but we don't judge off that because things change quickly. But let me go around the room and see what everything else looks like. I have just been to get my hair cut. He's done it all. It's not been styled enough and I've got nothing in it. I literally just got back 5 minutes ago or so, and I need to get it all sorted, but I'm so glad I just went to get it all done, and obviously it just cleans you up and it makes me feel amazing. And normally on the weekends it gets dead busy, but I got there early and he was there early and he did my hair early, and I was like, oh my god, what a good day. He's so nice, you know. He's just sat and asking me about how the house is coming along, because obviously he's so personal, but I've got a lot of customers. I don't know how he remembers everything about people, but yeah, he was asking me how the house and stuff's coming along. And I'm going to take you upstairs in a little more and we'll have a little look at the colour. I did do some short form content on it, and I don't know if I'm liking the responses, because people are saying that they like the other colour than the one that I think I like. But then that really makes me doubt my choices. I know my house best, but equally, I'll listen. I just don't want it to feel too grey, but it is a beautiful colour. I'm just looking at a picture of it now, so I'll take you upstairs in a little more and we'll do it. I've also got my measuring tape because I want to measure out like what the size of the desk is that I want to get, because I was saying about me potentially getting like a dining table style, so that I've got more space to do work on and do some of the stuff that I've got up and coming, and I just want to see what size I could have that at. So yeah, I'm going to do that. What else have I got in today? Not much. I do want to, I don't know if I'm going to, I was just sat and I was like, oh, I'm going to put that little tray on the coffee table and stuff, you know, the one I showed you last night, because I've left it down there and I actually really like it in here. So we'll do that. We'll go upstairs, we'll faff around in the office for a little bit. I'm not going to do too much today because I've got a busy week coming up, and obviously I need to have that room ready for Friday regardless, so it'll get done. It's just, I've done so much in there though. And the video's just gone live. Oh my god, that's what I wanted to tell you. My video's just gone live of the last one, when I obviously went in and everybody was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that you've got a doom room. And I'm like, I do. A lot of my house is like that, and so lots of people were commenting. I was laughing, and some woman messaged me and it literally made me smile. She was saying that her mum got her onto, I think she said her mum's 84, I want to say 82 or 84. She had her mum's, I think it was 84, and she got her daughter onto watching me as well, and Sheldon's just uploaded, go and watch it, and then they'll come in, they'll get together and they'll talk about the upload, and I was like, that is so cute. So if that was you, I just want to send you lots of love to you and your beautiful mother, because it made me smile. It warmed my heart today. And this wasn't on that video, this was a message she had pinged me a couple of days ago, but I've just got round to it because I've had such a busy week with sorting that room out. So when I seen it, I just was like, oh my god, you guys are just actually beautiful. But I also was really wondering the other day, because someone mentioned to say, oh my god, a Sunday morning with Sheldon on my TV. I'm curious, where do you watch YouTube, or where do you watch me? Do you watch it on a TV, or do you watch it on a phone, a tablet, a laptop? Because I normally, when I watch YouTube, I'll have it on my TV, but I actually got thinking then, and that's a little bit strange, me thinking of me sat on people's TVs. That's really bizarre. It's a bizarre concept. However, I have had pictures before of, you know, people sitting with even maybe kids and stuff, and they're like sat watching me on the TV, which has been really cool to see. So anyway, that just got me thinking. I was like, oh, it made me so happy. But right, let's go upstairs, see what these paint samples have dried like now, and we can then pick a colour. So here are the colours. Now, I don't know if this one's given off more grey, like a grey, but actually when you come up close it is like a muddy green, isn't it? I think some lights it looks quite grey. Maybe it's looking more grey because it's beside this colour. I don't know. Because over there I think it looks quite grey. But again, is that because of the colour it's beside? I'm not too sure. I do love both of them. I just don't want it to be grey. I need it to feel warm in here because I don't want to be sat in here and it feel quite cold. But I do love it. Let me look at it in isolation. What do we think? And then what do we think of this one? Most people on my short form content went for this one. Or what they have so far. It's only, I only popped it up about 10-15 minutes ago, but there was a lot of comments about this. And I naturally thought this. I don't know. I'm going to sit on this. I'll wait to see what you guys think in the comment section of this video. But I think that green one, I don't know if it's a bit scary when you look at it like that, but I think that could look so rich and create the vibe that I want. So I need to see what you guys think, but I do like both of them, so I think I'll definitely pick one of these. But I'm not picking anything until you guys come to the comment section and let me know. I just want to see how, I mean, I don't think you actually realise how tall these ceilings actually are. They're so tall. So that belly bookcase is nowhere near the ceiling. But I'm thinking, I just want to check the width of this. This is where my, yeah, so that's like 3 meters. Then my sideboard's probably going to be 45 centimeters, which will come out that far. So then that gives me probably maybe 150. And I think that's a decent sized desk, to be fair. Because then I've still got enough space to get around either side. In the back, what goes well with my skin tone? What one goes well? What one are we thinking? And I think with the oak bookcase, oh my god, it's going to look incredible. Then I can get nice curtains. It can just feel vibey in here, warm. I'm going to get a nice radiator. I think I'm going to go maybe for brass, similar to the one that I've got in my bedroom and my guest bedroom. It's a wee bit chilly, so yeah, I've got some stuff I need to get sorted in here this week. But I'm not going to put pressure on that because that'll be easy. I'll probably do another tip run maybe tomorrow, and then it'll just be a case of moving all this wood out of here, and then I need to find a home for it until it starts going up, because to be fair, some of it's for the living room, you know, for the dining area. I need to probably take that down as well because I don't want it standing up like that too long because I don't want it to bow. I'm so sorry about my hair. But I brought this down the other day because I want a diffuser on here. I don't know if it's particularly the colours that I would want for on here, but what I'll do is I will keep it here. It smells incredible, to be fair. This was the one that I had in the guest bedroom, and I love an oversized diffuser. Like, for me, I think it just makes a room smell amazing, look amazing. I think they look so luxurious. I think bringing this into this space just now, I may eventually move it out and put it upstairs in my office, but for now I was like, actually I think just putting some books in it, because a lot of my layering is from books, so I think actually to change that up a little bit. Do I want to put it in the middle one? Yeah, I actually think that, let me have a look. I like, honestly, styling, like things like this, I literally could sit here for hours and just play around with it until it feels perfect. And then some coasters. That looks beautiful. See, just the little tweaks that things can make. I like the fact that these books are brought a bit forward as well. I'll show you a little bit up closer in a sec, but for me, tissue boxes, coasters, a little diffuser, and obviously I've got a candle over here just on top of some books, and then over here I've got my, I don't think you can see it, but I've got my little wireless light, which feels cozy in the evening. I think bring that forward so that they're not perfectly lined. I like them to be a little bit off. And this table, I often get asked questions about it, and it makes me really sad because I don't think they sell it anymore. The shop that I got it from no longer trades, and I've tried to find them on all other websites and I just can't. And it makes me really sad because, and do you know what else? Is when I moved in here I was going to get rid of it and get something marble. I'm so glad I didn't, because this piece is a reclaimed wooden table. So I love the fact it looks messy. I love the fact that it's not like super clean and perfect and there's bumps and grooves in it. And yeah, it's actually 2 square coffee tables that I got, and I just pushed them together. But I got these, God, that must be 4 years ago, 5 years ago, which is a long time for me to keep a coffee table because I normally would go through them. But I literally, like I say, when I moved in here, I don't know if it's just because I hadn't thought, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll sell them, get rid of them, and then I'll buy something marble, because I love the idea of like a dark marble table. But yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't. But yeah, this is the styling that I'm going to keep for a little bit. I love the fact that I've put this tray on, actually, because I feel like it just feels like it changes the, because everything was on coffee table books, which I love. Probably too much. I've probably got too much of an obsession by them, but it's because, like, I've been investing in coffee table books for about, I would probably say 10 years. A good 10 years. And every single one that I've got is out on display somewhere still to this day. Some of them were in the boxes because they're going to be going in my office, and obviously you know that I've been buying some over the last sort of 6 to 12 months because I knew that I was doing these built-in, so I've got a lot that I'd actually stored, but that's because I've been buying them to put in the office, and the office is not done yet. But I guess my point here is even though sometimes you may look at a book, and this book here could be £30 for example, but if you think about it, if you get ones that are in keeping with your style, and if your style's not, as in you keep similar colours, you will have this on a coffee table, on a console table, in a bedroom, in a guest bedroom. You'll have it anywhere for the next 10, 15, 20 years. So as much as when you look at it inside and go, that's a lot of money, or you know, for me, it's great value, because especially for me, for someone like me who will keep it for a long period of time, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm not going to go off them. So they're always going to be around. Every nook and cranny in my house that you look, you will find coffee table books, because I just think they're super stylish. And if I'm honest, I love to sit and look through them. Like in the evening, I'll sit on the sofa with a cup of tea and watch a movie and just sit and flick through this. Like, how can you not just love that? Especially if you're into interiors, and I guess your home builder besties are. So while I can appreciate that coffee table books can be a little bit of an investment, they are an investment. I think if I was to give you one piece of advice, if it was coming to interiors and styling, I would always recommend these. Even if you get one for your birthday, you get one for a Christmas, and slowly just start. Don't try and jump in and buy them all at once, because, you know, could be a lot of money. Unless you've got a lot and you want to invest in them, then fair enough. But if you're just a homebody bestie and you're thinking about getting into interiors, or you're planning to move out at some point in the future, or if you've got your own space and you're wanting to elevate it a little bit, just start slowly by investing in some books, because I personally don't think you'll regret it. And I mean, look how incredible. This is probably one of my favourite looking books, because look how soft, and like I'll just open it at a random page and it's just magical, like So yes, I have more books than I need, and I'm going to buy more, and I'm going to continue doing it. So it's something that I would recommend highly, and it just elevates every little space. This coffee table without them just looks so bland. I am not a minimalist neither, so I know some people don't like to have things out. I think things make a house feel like a home. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a maximalist. I don't like too much clutter. I don't like it feeling messy. But I also like to walk into a room and it feel warm, cozy and vibes. And I think by you having accessories of different things like coasters, a diffuser, a tissue box, I don't think you can go wrong with it. So for me, that's how I naturally will start styling. I will always start with my layering pieces, as in the things that I'm going to put, that I'm going to stack on top of, and 9 times out of 10 it will be coffee table books, and then maybe a little tray or something different. But I want to do more videos on styling, so if you would find that helpful and useful, please let me know, because sitting down and just talking to you about my passion and what I love, and it just, I could literally sit here and talk to you for hours and hours and hours on this, because I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, just love it. I love it. I think it's because when you come home and you sit down in front of the TV and you just have something that looks really aesthetically pleasing that you've set out, I just think it gives you, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and I want everyone to have that experience. So I'm working on something that can hopefully help give that experience to all of my besties. So watch this space. I know I keep being really cryptic when I'm saying this, but it's because I just need to finish off the stuff that I'm doing. So I want you to know I'm working incredibly hard in the background, and I hopefully can come out with something special for you guys that I think you will genuinely love. And I think for people who want to have spaces in the home that they can elevate, hopefully I can just create something that can take the thinking away from you, so that you don't have to do it and you can just come and it can be done for you. That's all I can say. I can't say too much, and I really just want to just come out and say it, but it all will be revealed very soon. But I hope you like that, because it's really cute vibes. I'll show you up close in a little sec as well, just to get a feel, but that has just changed. So even though I had all this stuff other than this basket, other than this little tray on the coffee table, the fact is now that it's on there, it has just made it feel so much nicer. And these, I know if you follow me along and you watch my HomeSense videos, I found these in the clearance section of HomeSense. How were these in the clearance? As soon as I seen them, you know when you walk past something and it was at eye level as well, so the shelf was like eye level, and I was walking around the corner and I remember distinctively going like, and then I was like, oh my god, and I just picked them up dead quick, and I honestly think I paid, it was, I think probably £5 for 4 of them. Like it was less than £10 anyway, whatever it was that I paid. Oh, well, the price on there is £6.99, but that's not a clearance price, and I do distinctively remember getting them in clearance. I'm going to take that. Oh no, in fact, I'm going to keep it on for memories, so I remember. But yeah, so full price was £6.99. I do think I probably got a little bit off, but even then, I would pay triple that. Like, no joke, for these, I would pay £30 easy for something nice like this, because again, even though you might think, oh, I wouldn't pay £30 for coasters, I'm someone who looks after things. So again, I will have these now for years and years and years to come. The only way I won't is if they get damaged, and like I say, I look after things, so paying a little bit of an investment, particularly for something that is prime place on my coffee table, I don't mind doing it. But let me show you up close and personal. I will leave a link to all the coffee table books in the description if you're interested in buying any of them. But so you can see the way that this is just sectioned this. So I don't really use the coffee table for anything other than a drink, if I'm honest. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a coaster sat here in my little spot. I'm going to change this candle out. Let me actually just put this one here a sec. We'll go a little bit better. I think I probably want a bigger candle, if I'm honest, something a little bit oversized. This colour, this vibe, so I need to have a little look out for that actually. I'm going to do that today. But so what I've got is I've got my little stack of coffee table books here just with a candle on, because I'm someone, I don't light a candle every night, but particularly at weekends and if I'm having downtime, I like to have one on. If I'm cleaning, I'll put one on just to help freshen the house up. I think they're an absolute staple. I know that not everyone loves to burn a candle. Even if you don't like to burn one, I would always say just get one for aesthetic purposes then, just to, you know, have it styled on top of your book. I think this is something that people don't think about, or maybe just people, I don't know if people just don't like them, but for me, I absolutely love tissue boxes. Like I've got them in my bedroom, my living room, my dining room, my guest bedroom, my bathroom. I think they're such an easy thing. There's something that you can make it really pretty, and they're just little, you can just get them little ones from any shop, and then you've got your little cover for on top. So again, I would highly recommend having some sort of tissue box. You don't have to put it on your coffee table if you don't want. I understand that might not be for everyone, but yeah, I love it. And now that I've done it, this is a winner. This is absolutely stunning on here. I was worried that it was black, and I was like, is it going to go? Because I don't really have black, but maybe because of the fire and stuff, I don't know. It just feels like it's definitely working, and I really like it. So this is Essence's Persian Spice. It smells so good. It's like a deep musky oud smell, and yeah, that's perfect for me. So I've got that there. And then I've got my little coasters that you've seen. I think this little tray just almost feels like it grounds that area. And I love it. Because this big book, I got this from HomeSense. This was an absolute find. I remember I'm sure it was in the one in Manchester City Centre. And I had to carry it all the way through the city centre. And it's so heavy. I don't think you realise how big this actually is. And I remember at the time, I was more into greys. So I was like, oh, I will just take the cover off, or I'll have it, so I'll put stacked stuff on top because I wasn't into the warm colours. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't change it or do anything, or because it's perfect for my house now, perfect for my style, and more of a traditional vibe. And then I've just got the little lamp. I love these. Like, I absolutely love these. My dream would be is that I can come out with my own collection of little wireless lamps. I think they're just so handy to have here. You can have them on a dining table, in kitchens, in your patio area, outside, on your outside tables. I think they're just so versatile, and you can have them for a lot of obviously everything. And I would even have them in bathrooms and stuff, because in the UK, I know in other countries you've got plug sockets in your bathroom. We don't, so we can't really have lamps like this, but you can when they're wireless. So yeah, and that's that little area, and then it's just on my little reclaimed wooden coffee table, and I think that looks so much better just by adding that little bit. I think it looks amazing. And then if we go over to the styling over here, this is very much, I mean, this book here is probably my all-time favourite. I'll leave all the coffee table books that I've got in this area in the description, but yeah, again, more tissue. This was when I was trying to style over here. I may change these out at some point just because I've got some there, but I rebought the same one because I wanted that. I'll leave those tissue boxes linked below as well if you're interested. And then I had a compliment on this on my last video. This is actually solid metal. It is beautiful. Like someone said, oh my god, I love that horse's head, I need it. I think she was saying she needs it as part of a collection. I got this from Home Sense as well. Get it ages ago. Again, this was part of something that I wanted for my office, but I've decided it actually looks really pretty here. And again, on some gorgeous books, and then some more books, and then just a little trinket dish. This was from Target. I think this was part of the Studio McGee. Is it? Oh no, the Magnolia. So I think that's Chip and Joanna Gaines. We don't have Target here. We don't have. So when I was there, I bought that, and then obviously my gorgeous little lamp. But yeah, I need to sort the wires out. Under here, it's still something that I need to get done. But I think I'm going to put like a basket or something nice there, just to sort that area out. But yeah, that's this all styling. I love it. And I said I promised you, my battery's flashing, so I promised you I would show you the lights that I put. So these are going to be for above the built-ins. These are really inexpensive. I will leave them linked below, and I've got 5 of them because they're going to go across the whole length of the built-ins. So yeah, I just went for this antique brass. It is actually beautiful. And these will just look so nice at the top of the bookcases. It's obviously going to give me light. There's 2 lights in each one, so that's just going to create a great ambience on the bookcases. And then I'm excited to get them all filled with all the goodies, because that's the bit when they come to life. But I'm going to stop talking because I've talked a lot at you in this video, so I'm so sorry. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in my next video.